There you go. I was sleeping. I just forgot. Almost slept through this. Where are we? Yeah, right. Just okay. Pretty funky paint job. Bro, you whole white car. Yeah, sorry guys. I guess I should check me. Share it too. Sorry guys. Yeah, I almost slept through this. Slept up. What am I doing? Sorry guys, looks like I just missed the qualifying. View channel, there it is, okay, so that's good. Share with PS app. There we go. Steve Racer. Trixie. I guess I'll get out to it. Alright, I think that's it. I think I shared it. Yeah, sorry guys.
I feel like Donald still have
I'm guessing there's more to that scene.
Yeah, sorry guys. I just woke up. Yeah. I was talking earlier with Steve, but I was playing some Gran Turismo myself today. Yeah, I was playing a track. What was it? Europe, the 24-hour Le Mans track there. You do a half an hour race and you make 825,000. So every hour you're making about $1.6 million or something. So I was doing that. I did a few races there just to make some money and stuff. Sorry guys, I'm just making a coffee here.
Who's to say what normal earlobes should look like?
Sorry guys. Oh shit. Yeah. Imagine you guys are getting ready to go soon. I'm just making a pot of coffee for myself. There we go. Take up my garbage, for Christ's sakes. So it looks like, yeah. Oh, sorry guys. So yeah. So it looks like it's a Daytona road course, I think. That's what I'm seeing. Here. Okay, let's see here. There we go. Oh yeah, speed. Will he balance plus 10? Huh. Wonder what happened there. Yeah, I wonder what happened there. Huh. Yeah, I guess, something must have happened there. 60 minutes, yeah. There he is. Yeah, I almost slept through this, guys. Luckily, I woke up and realized I had to do this. Alright. I hope my legs are in. I should check, actually. Alright. Coffee is brewing. Yeah, we got that going. And we got this. Alright. Let me see here. Put my glasses on. Damn it. There we go. Man, yeah. Okay, yeah, I think, sorry guys, I just want to check my screen, make sure it's, yeah, there we go, it's working. Okay. So, yeah, so it's Daytona tonight. I got Daytona road course for, what is it, GR2 class. But it looks like a lot of people didn't qualify properly. Or maybe they did. Oh, there you go. Willie Bounce. 136. Where's speed? 138.3. Results.
What do you think of the trivia section?
Oh,
You should think so.
I wonder what that's about. Yeah.
But who knew?
GTR maybe. I don't know.
Entire country of Sweden.
I just look at Willie Bounce just because I thought that's weird. Yeah, 'cause here.
Fine. You don't like the trivia? Other people do. Some people like the trivia better than the cartoon. You want to put it to the test?
Yeah, up there it's showing. Oh, okay. Well, now it's different. But they're changing it. So, yeah, so I think it's, yeah, you guys saw what went up there. Okay. I think when the race starts, I'll go probably straight to the thing, right? Yeah. Oh, buckle up, Buttercup. Let's go racing. I guess it doesn't bring me right there. But we caught that just in time. Actually, whoa, SRT Animal Way wide speed racer. Holding on to that. I like that paint job he's got there. Pretty funky paint job. Yeah. Holding off Willie Bounce for now. Get away, Gizmo. So yeah, so let's just start here. Sorry guys. I'm kind of lost right now. I'm just kind of all over the place here. Doing a couple of things at once. So yeah. Let's see here. There we go. There we go, guys. Rough start for me. So yeah, so I guess this is the road course. Daytona road course. Oh no, speed, get the penalty. That's gonna kill him right there. Whoa. Looks like Willie Bounce had to take evasive action there. Yeah, I don't like how they do the penalty on Gran Turismo. I don't like it like that. How the car slows down on the middle of the thing. You can see how Willie Bounce had to take evasive action there. Yeah, it's a weird way how they get you to serve the penalties in Gran Turismo, I find. I'd rather have the penalty served in the pits or something like that. Something where it's not like, you know, on track. But yeah, not too bad for a speed racer. Because, yeah, it looks like that cost them a few spots. Up to see if Willie Bounce can reel in Snoodles. You know what I noticed? Some cars because there's no setup, so it must be that some cars have a different, like, default setup or something. Because I'll just tell you what I noticed. Like with Willie Bounce, I'm noticing him through them high-speed corners. He's bottoming out on the in the rear end. He's sending up sparks, right? Where some cars aren't. So I think that's maybe the difference in setups from manufacturers, maybe. I'm thinking. I'm trying to find another guy that's driving the same car as Willie Bounce to see if his car does it, because I think it's because you can't have a setup, right? So you can't lower and raise the car and stuff like that. So that must be, there you go. He's, what's he in? Yeah, you see, he's in the same car and he's sparking. Right, Willie Bounce is in the Honda as well, right? The RSX. You see that? I pick up on these little things. You see, animal's not sparking, you see? But he's in a different type of a car, so it must be the setups. Or maybe the wing package, they give you a default with the certain cars. So it looks like the what is it? The what is that? The Nissans, I think it is. Where's that car again now? Fuck, I can't even remember. But yeah, it looks like the Nissan. Alright. I guess the way though that car is set up. Alright. Looks like Snoodles is gone. Willie Bounce is hanging in there though. But yeah, you see it's the Nissans, eh? I guess the default setup that comes with the Nissan must be lower, or their wing package in the rear is more, because you can see them. They're bottoming out on the rear there. They're sending up sparks, right? You see that a lot on the F1 cars too. But yeah, I'm just noticing that, right? The Nissans are the only ones. The GTRs or whatever it is, the GTR. Is it? Yeah, I think it's the GTR. I think that's what it is. Yeah, those Nissans, the Skyline or the GTR. These ones, Google's got one, Goggle's got one. Yeah, the GTR, there you go. See, I got it right. I saw it on the front. But you can see, Goggles will do it too when he goes around the corner, you see? I pick up on these little things. See, he's sparking, but the car behind him's not. But it's only the GTRs that do it. So they must be running a little bit lower, or their wing must be default set higher, maybe? Or their suspension is softer, I don't know. But it must be the default setup, right? Because you can't put setups in the league, right? So But I've noticed that on the GTRs around those high-speed corners, they're all bottoming out in the rear. They're scraping, they're sending up sparks. Yeah, just something I just noticed from the difference in cars, right? Because even though it's BOP, right, there is a difference in cars I've learned. Like, you know, there are certain cars that will be better in the high end, like on top speed. There'll be some cars that are a little better on tire wear, right? Even though it's BOP, they're not necessarily 100% equal, right? Like they're, you know what I mean? There is still differences in the cars, like, you know? There are some cars that have better top end speed still, right? You see that? You see what I mean? Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, I think the only way you can make it 100% so everybody has this equal car is to have they take the same car, but people probably don't want to do that. Yeah, I was watching some YouTube things, right? And they tell you what cars like in GR2 or GR3 or whatever, what cars are better to use in certain situations, like in for certain tracks and whatnot, for BOP, because some cars have strengths and some cars have weaknesses. Some tracks will suit other cars better than others in BOP. Because in BOP, just because it's BOP, there will be some cars that actually will reach higher top end speeds than other cars with no setups, right? So yeah. So there is a bit to know that way. Sorry guys, I'm just looking the other way. But yeah, that's what I learned. So I learned a little bit about BOP. It's a little different than say like Formula One, where you had two choices, right? Realistic performance, and then you got equal performance, meaning that every car is exactly the same. Doesn't matter what manufacturer you take, Haas or Red Bull or Mercedes, right? They'll all be equal. Or you can have realistic performance, right? Those are your two options. But in Gran Turismo, it's about BOP. But like I said, the BOP, there's still a certain, they're not exactly what you call equal. They're, you know, you will have one manufacturer's car be a little bit quicker on the straight than another guy's car, something like that. I'm not exactly sure though on GR2 what cars have the best straightaway speed and which cars are better handling or thing. But yeah, they say even with some cars you'll get better fuel mileage or better tire wear than another manufacturer's car, right? So there are little differences, right? Ooh, Willie Bounce. I don't know how he did that. I guess Snoodles must have screwed up there, I'm thinking, because here comes Willie Bounce. Willie Bounce is not done. You know, the bounce is pushing. He's coming. Snoodle's picking up the pace again, I think, here, realizing, yeah, I think Snoodles must have, I wasn't looking there. I was pouring my coffee, guys. Sorry. And, yeah, but anyway, it looks like Snoodles, Willie's might make this interesting. Willie was mentioning to me about the, he watched one of my broadcasts for the league 1881 Formula One league, a realistic performance league. But he was saying how the racing was a lot tighter, a lot closer, and well, they had a few safety cars in that race, but that was that track, right? That track actually has a lot of safety cars. Wow, I think Willie Bounce is, might have I'm just seeing how much he just gained on him. I think he knows a corner cut here that Snoodles doesn't know about. Maybe Snoodles is going to learn, though, as the race goes on, where Willie Bounce is gaining so much time there. Because he gained a lot of time in that one spot, but I think it's because he cut the corner properly, or maximized his corner cutting there. Maybe Snoodles doesn't realize he can be cutting that corner so much. Because I know if Snoodles, if there's a corner cut to be cut, he's going to cut it. I learned that at Abu Dhabi, where there was basically hardly any track limits. He was all over the place. Right, but yeah, you know what? If it's allowed, you got to use it. You know what I mean? You got to cut the corner. You got to make it. You got to take advantage of the corner cutting. Right? If it's allowed, so yeah, so you got to take advantage of it. Willie Bounce, but it could be maybe he's running a different mode or something, right? But he gains a lot through that one area there. As you can see there, either they're running lower suspension, those Nissans, or they are running a higher wing package, maybe softer rear suspension. I don't know. But those GTRs are, yeah, they bottom out. They're gripping good. They got some good rear end grip there, that's for sure. And it doesn't seem to be affecting the top end speed so much. So yeah, but yeah, I just noticed that, right? It was only I noticed that before on another race. The GTRs were only sparking out, so they must be running a little bit different suspension or whatever, something, wing package or ride height must be different on those cars, because both Willie Bounce and Goggles, right? And I bet if we go to Miss Trixie, she's sparking too, I bet. And she's got a penalty. We might have to show that, but you can see even Trixie there is kind of sparking. But it's yeah, I just noticed that it's just the GTRs doing that. Willie Bounce bringing it. Oh no, though, Willie Bounce, I guess he cut that corner too much. That's really gonna cost him. Like, that slowing down thing actually costs you probably more than a second. Right? Yeah, I don't like the penalty system, how they do it in Gran Turismo. I'd prefer to either add it on to the end of the race, or to serve it in your pits. You know what I mean? Than to slow down in the middle of the straights. You know, that just doesn't make... I don't, like, you know, you wouldn't see it in real life, so why would you do it like that? Yeah, I don't like the penalty system. They serve the penalty. Like, I like the penalties itself are fine. It's just how they make you serve it on track like that. I don't like. Right? Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. But Gran Turismo, I think, has been doing that. If I can't recall, for the longest time, I think they've always had that type of a way of serving the penalty. And Gran Turismo. So, yeah, I guess he's looking at me. Yeah. He's looking at me all strange. But Willie Bass is coming back. What? That's a pretty cool paint job. I like that one too. Little teeth on the back. I like the Speed Racers. I wonder what happened to Speed Racer. He was second in qualifying there. Master Shake, shaking it up. Haven't seen Mac Ant for a while. Where's Mac Ant at? I guess he's been busy. I subscribed to his channel there. He's got the same wheel as me, so I might as well, you know what? That was pretty cool watching. I noticed he had the same wheel, so that was cool. Joey looking to make a pass on Master Shake. Yeah, I wonder what happened with Speed Racer's goggles, fellow Canadian. Racing softs. Oh, looks like we got the first pit stops. So you can see how Willie Bounce is using much more fuel. I don't know if it's the car. Could be the car using more fuel, or it could be the what do you call it? The engine mode too, if you're running lean or whatnot. You can save fuel that way too. You lose quite a bit of power though when you run lean, I find. But yeah, it looks like these Audis might get a little bit better fuel mileage. These guys are all Audis. WBB must be running a leaner mode, because he's got the best. Master Shake maybe running, but maybe that's what it was. Maybe racing soft. Is everybody running racing softs? No. Only Willie Bounce. And there we go. We're having everybody. So I'm surprised to see Willie Bounce using softs. But I'll have to keep an eye on this because maybe these softs actually hold up pretty good on this track. I don't know. It definitely looks like the Audis are getting a little better fuel mileage than the thing, but who knows what I'm not exactly sure what the fuel modes they're running, but all of the Audis seem to be running pretty close to the same fuel, so I'm thinking that car might be a little better on fuel. That or they're all running the exact same fuel modes. Right? Because they're pretty close. You can see there, right? But I'm looking at the time. And if Snoodles is going to do this in a one-stopper, he's going to have to try to stretch that fuel. I'm not sure that he can. It's looking like I don't know how much fuel it's saying is on board on his. I wish I could flick through that course map stuff so I could see that information. See what kind of brake bias he's running. Stuff like that, but I can't because that would be useful information for me. And there goes Willie. There goes Snoodles. And you can see he's at 26 minutes. Right? About half his tire wear, so yeah, he's probably going to replace his tires, but I don't think I think he's still going to have to make another pit stop. It will be like a splash and go type one. So it'll be a little quicker than, say, Willie Bounce's pit stop that he makes. And I think what Willie Bounce might be doing is running softs and running 20-minute stints. So he split it up into 3, where Snoodles is running like a one-stopper, but he has to do a splash and go. I'm pretty sure he's going to have to do a splash and go unless he goes out there and runs a really lean fuel mode, but then he's going to be running slow, so that might not work out for him. You know what I mean? I think that might be the strategies that are going on right here between Snoodles and Willie Bounce. Alright, he's running that softer tire. And I think he's running that softer tire because he's only running 20-minute stints. and them soft tires probably last. Right? I have a feeling Snoodles will, on his last pit stop, because I think he'll have to make one, he'll just do a splash and go, meaning stick the fuel in and take on a little bit of fuel. I don't think he'll take tires. If he does, he'll be costing himself time, I think. Right? I'm not sure. We'll have to see what Snoodles does, but I think I have a feeling he'll just go with fuel on his last pit stop. But even Snoodles is going to have to make 2 pit stops. So Willie Bounce is elected to go with the softs. So let's see how those softs last. Because he's about, because I think he pitted right around that 20-minute mark. So maybe Willie Bounce is going to beat him again on a pit strategy, maybe, like he did in, where was that he beat him? What track was that? That BB Raceway or whatever it was. Right? This is a real course. I know that this is a real track. I'm not sure that BB Raceway was. It was almost like a NASCAR track with one left. And it wasn't even really a big left. But Willie is almost gaining a little bit here, so he's running a faster pace. Right? But I have a feeling that Willie Bounce, that's his strategy. I think he's doing 2 full pit stops, but he's doing them earlier, and he's running a softer tire. Because this track, I guess you can't probably do enough fuel saving to do it in one pit stop, so he's elected to do it like this. Which I think is a good idea, actually, because you're maximizing your runs, right? Or Snoodles, him running the mediums again, I would think that he's just going to do a splash and go on his last pit stop. Whether that's going to be enough to save him, eventually I think he'll start gaining on Willie when Willie's tires start wearing out a little bit. But we'll have to see if I'm right, if Willie comes in around the 40-minute mark. Because then he would split the race into thirds. Because it looks like he's gone with the soft tires. And going by what I'm seeing, it's about going to work out just right with those softs. Whereas Snoodles, I think he'll be able to pull off just a fuel and go. Put in enough fuel to finish the race. So he'll save some time that way. And maybe, we'll have to see what happens after they both do their final pit stops. But yeah, I can't change my thing, so I can't see the fuel modes they're running either, right? So I don't know the or engine modes. But yeah, Willie Bounce is opening up that thing, which I think he needs to do because, like I said, Snoodles' last pit stop I think will be quicker than Willie Bounce's next pit stop, because he'll be going for less fuel. Maybe Speed Racer here is going to try to hold up Willie, help his brother out. Slow down Willie. Let's see if Willie can get by Speed Racer quickly. I would imagine so. Speed Racer's a lap down, so I don't imagine Speed Racer's gonna. I think you get blue flag, so I think within a blue flag you have to pull over and let the car by. Right? That's in Formula 1 too. You have to do that. Right? You can't. Whoa! And Willie, that's gonna cost him a little bit. Pushing a little too hard there and gets a snap in the steering wheel there and has to correct it, and it gets into the wall there. But it looks like Snoodles had some problems too, because he lost a shitload of time. So even though Willie Bounce had that mishap and lost so much, that's a tough breaking point there, this one here. They're pretty close, eh? Like these oval track ones. Then what's the other oval track that they turn into a road course? That Chicago one or something? It's pretty similar to the layout. Pretty close. It's a little bit different, but not much. They're pretty close to the same layout. But yeah, I think Snoodles, something happened to Snoodles because, yeah, he lost a ton of time. Unless he went into the pits and I didn't see. I don't think he did. His fuel's looking pretty good though. And maybe he did, I don't know. Because he's way behind in time. Something happened there because, yeah, he lost a ton of time to Willie Bounce here. Yeah, Snoodles is back and forth. I'm just wondering if he made his pit stop already, like did that splash and go I was talking about already. I'm not sure that he did though, because I think he still would run out maybe. Yeah, I wonder what happened there. Something happened. But yeah, I noticed that one thing about the cars, how the GTRs are sparking in the corners there, meaning they're running either more downforce, lower suspension, or softer suspension in the rear. I don't know, but yeah, it's just the GTRs all are bottoming out through the corners there, meaning the rear end's getting pushed to the tarmac. Speed Racer's in that Honda. The Honda sparking a little bit. But yeah, those Audis don't seem to. They seem to have They don't seem to be bottoming out on the things like the GTRs are. Looks like Master Shake is going in for a pit. Probably his final pit stop. Trying some pit strategy here, I think, maybe. Maybe putting on a set of sauce for his last 20-minute stint. Fill up the fuel all the way. And yeah, he puts on a set of sauce. I mean, people are seeing what Willie Bounce is doing here, and they're liking it. I'm thinking Willie Bounce is probably going to be pitting pretty soon. He's probably going to top off the fuel and put on a new set of tires. If I'm correct in his strategy here. This is right around the 40-minute mark, so, and looking at his tires, I think, yeah, this would be a good time to do it because you're still getting good grip from the reds. So it looks like the reds last that 20 minutes good, right? Yeah, I have a feeling, I think he'll pit this or next lap to put on a new set of reds. I think Snoodles messed up somewhere. Well, who knows, maybe Snoodles can go the rest of the distance. But he's so far behind that Willie Bounce might be able to pull off a pit stop here and still come out really close to Snoodles. SRT Animal, yeah. Snoodles is questionable. I don't know if he's going to be able to catch Willie. But I think Willie should make his pit stop sooner than later, and there he goes. Yeah, so it looks like I'm right with this strategy. I think he's doing like 20-minute stints because the red tires happen to last, and his fuel seems to match it too. So, and going by what I can see from the other guys, it's going to be a two-stop, or whether it's just flash and go or whatnot, right? Full fuel. He doesn't need to go full fuel, I don't think so. And there goes Willie Bounce. He comes out ahead of Snoodles on fresher tires and soft tires, so he's going to be quicker through the corners, that's for sure. So going by what I can see right here, yeah, I think Snoodles messed up somewhere. It cost himself a lot of time somewhere, and I missed it. Because I think Snoodles is either going to have to try to find a way to make that fuel last a little longer. Oh, Willie Bounce has to back out there. He's getting that draft. He's trying to go around the outside. I think he's got the speed to do it. He doesn't have the outside line. I think he's going to have to back out here. Oh, hang on. I'm just noticing with Willie Bounce decided to go with a set of mediums. Maybe you have to run 2 different sets. I don't know. But yeah, I'm wondering why he decided to go with a set of mediums this time by. Why he wouldn't have went with the softs again. I would have went with the softs again. If the rules permit, right? I don't know. But, yeah, Snoodles is getting really good fuel mileage now, I think. Because he's not even at half a tank. Maybe he did pit. Yeah, I think Willie Bounce should have went with the sauce. Animal's gonna have to pit, but I think Snooze is okay on fuel, actually. Maybe he did make another pit stop there I didn't notice about. Well, actually, there you go. Lap 22 he pitted. Yeah, but Willie Bounce all of a sudden he's just not you know, all of a sudden he's lost pace. Not sure if it's the medium tires, right? But yeah, if I would have been Willie, I would have went with the softs again, right? But like I said, there might be a rule saying that he has to take a set of 2 different sets in the race, like a mediums and a soft. I'm not sure, but yeah. I'm just wondering if Snoodles already made his splash and go pit stop. I see Goggles off there spinning. Animal's in the lead, but Animal most definitely is going to have to pit again, so he's going to lose that spot. But he'll be able to do a splash and go maybe, and that'll save him some time. But yeah, I wonder why Willie decided to go with mediums. Maybe it's a rule. You have to take 2 different sets. Actually, no, it isn't a rule. It can't be a rule. Because Snoodles has been on mediums the whole time. So, yeah, that was just a choice. Yeah, I wonder why he decided to go with the mediums on the last stint there. Because he was running a lot quicker pace before, I think. We'll have to see how the fuel works out. But I have a feeling that Snoodles is okay. I don't. He had to pit at the 26-minute mark for fuel, but he might have made that in another pit stop that I didn't see, and that's where he lost all that time, maybe. I don't know. But it doesn't look like Willie is liking the medium tires as much as he was on those softs. And Snoodles is running fairly quick, so I don't think he's running on a lean fuel mode or anything. Because he's pulling on Willie, right? So I don't think he's running a lean fuel mode or engine mode. But with 10 minutes left to go, it looks like, yeah, Snoodles is going to be able to make it on fuel. Yeah, I'm wondering if he snuck into the pits there that I didn't see. Because the way I looked at it, he wasn't going to be able to pull off a one-stopper, So maybe that's when he lost that time. Maybe he dipped into the pit and did a splash and go. Maybe. I don't know. But, yeah, Willie is going to have to dig deep here, I think, and trying to find some extra speed, but he's got to get by some of these lap cars. Oh, his speed's pulled over there. I don't know what's happening with speed there. You can see Willie doesn't want to wait for Googles, right? But honestly, like me, for me, in race etiquette, okay, if you're a lap down, you should be getting out of the guy's way. You shouldn't be impeding him at all, right? Like, that's just proper race etiquette, right? You're a lap down. There's no point in racing a guy that's racing a guy in front, right? Because you're just slowing him down and impeding his progress, right? So you just let them by. You shouldn't be racing them when you're a lap down. And I think that cost Willie a little bit of time there. Let's see if Willie can gain it together and give Snoodles a run at the end here. SRT Animal made his pit stop. And it looks like he's going to be able to get his get a podium. So that's going to be nice for Animal. He's got the paint job to suit his name, with the teeth and everything. Animal car. Looks like Willie Bounce, now that he's gotten by some of the lap cars there, is trying to make up some progress. But I think Willie Bounce would have been better going with the softs again. they were doing so well. I don't understand why he decided to change to mediums. Because yeah, I don't think Snoodles is gonna make it on fuel, right? He must have dived into the pit a second time there and topped off on fuel. Because there's no way he could have went with the pace that he's keeping, right? There's no way he could have pitted a 26-minute mark and then gone a full 34 minutes on a tank, you know what I mean? So I'm having a feeling he dived into the pits there, and that's where he lost that time. But Willie Bounce all of a sudden just gained a bunch of time. I don't know how he did that. Maybe through that one section there. I don't know. Or maybe he's turned up his fuel mode. I don't know. But if Willie pushes the pressure on Snoodles, that'll force Snoodles, if Snoodles is running a lower fuel, a leaner fuel setting, engine mode, that will force Snoodles to push the car hard to keep the lead, which will cause him to burn more fuel. But with 5 minutes left to go, I have a feeling that he's going to be fine, Snoodles, even if he does push. Willie Bounce, yeah, Willie Bounce is no problem, right? But you can see he's gaining a lot here in the end, so I'm just wondering if maybe Snoodles is really close on fuel and having to maybe do some fuel save so he can make it to the end. I don't know. But Willie Bounce has definitely knocked a whole lot of time off the he lost a bit there. See, technically, you could do what we do in Formula One with the energy, right? Going into the windy section here, you know, this windy section, drop your fuel mode to a leaner mode to save through the windy section where horsepower doesn't matter quite as much as on the straightaway. And then when you get to the straightaway, turn your fuel mode up higher on the long straightaways, and then drop it back down into the windy section. That might be a strategy. But here comes Willie. Willie's coming. Willie wants that spot. He's got that outside run. And he takes the lead. I don't know how long this is going to last for. Snoodles dipping in behind, getting a little bit of a what do they call that? A slingshot there. You dive in behind and you get the air, and then you swing back out and it slingshots you on by the other guy. The air. But going by what I'm seeing on the time, Snoodles is going to be fine on gas, on fuel. I don't think he needs to fuel save because, yeah, like I said, I think he's fine that way. So yeah, I have a feeling he went in to do that splash and go earlier, right? Because whoa, Willie bounced way quicker through that area. Yeah, he was way quicker. If he wouldn't have ran into the back of him, I think he would have blown by him. But yeah, he took that section so much quicker than Snoodles did. But he wasn't able to time it properly so that he went right by. He ended up running into the back of Snoodles a bit. But yeah, if he's going to do it, he's going to have to do it right now. This is the final lap. Who's going to get it? Is it going to be Willie or is it going to be Snoodles? What happened? Willie bounce? No. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, that's a shame. Damn, Willie. I wanted to see a race at the end there. So it looks like Snoodles is going to win. Willie wiped out there, I guess. Pushing it too hard. And, yeah, I think Willie had a chance to win that for sure. He looked like he had the pace to do it. But it looks like Snoodles is going to come away with the win. Hard luck for Willie Bounce. But good luck for SRT Animal. Because now he'll get that second place on the podium. And Willie Bounce will have to settle for third. But yeah, just a mistake on the last lap. Cost him probably the race win. We'll never know. Snoodles just ran out. SRT Animal wins. Willie Bounce in second. Look at this. Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, I called that way wrong. SRT Animal, the lucky one of this all, by Snoodles running out and Willie Bounce messing up there. SRT Animal comes in and steals the win. Great job, Animal. You take them any way you get them. So, yeah, Snoodles ran out of gas. So he was just there. So Willie Bounce would have won if he wouldn't have just sat in behind Snoodles, right? so yeah, there's your yeah, Snoodles ended up getting in fourth. He lost that many spots, when the fuel ran out. Anything happens in racing, right? So yeah, so we got SRT Animal, Willie Bounce in second, Joe in third. And Snoodles not even on the podium. Master Shake in fifth, Bones sixth, Google Goggles seventh, Speed Racer eighth, and then Trixie in ninth. So yeah, that was pretty exciting. I like that ending there. I thought it was all over. I thought for sure Snoodles was going to cross the line, and then he ran out of gas there, and in comes Animal and steals the win. Nice job, Animal. Yeah, take them any way you get them, right? But yeah, I think if Willie Bounce wouldn't have messed up there on the last lap, he would have won. But because Snoodles ran out there, so. But yeah, great job, Animal. You take them any way you get them, right? Yeah, good job, Animal. Nice race. And congrats to the podium guys. And sorry I was late getting into the room. But and yeah, it's too bad for Snoodles there. He pushed the limits of that fuel. Probably. Yeah, he wasn't able to do the fuel, and it ended up hurting him on the last lap there. But an exciting finish for everyone watching. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the commentary, and yeah, we'll see you next Tuesday. I'm the Ghost, and I'm out. Enjoy the broadcast, and congrats to the podium setters. I'm the Ghost.